Welcome back to the Lift Her Up podcast. Let's jump back into my conversation with my bestie, Shanquel.
We prohibit ourselves from experiencing the goodness of God when he calls for us to pivot and to change our plans. Because we stay at a place for too long when he wants us to dip on out of there. And the Lord just gave me this, but with our friendship, so like certain things had to happen in order for us to even be here today. So the previous situation, friendship, whatever season of life, I wouldn't have been able to sustain what we have now. It's like I was that same person. Yeah. But if I had attempted to stay in that era of my life, then I would have missed out on such a great friend as yourself. Oh, see, man? And it also taught me a lot of lessons and everything like that, which I've been able to realize what I valued in life. So when the Lord started isolating me from different people and stuff, I started to learn what I needed. I'm like, yo, I need community, and not just surface level community. I actually want pillars in my life that are going to help me stand up and be sustainable in this thing called life, that are going to push me towards my purpose, my God stuff. I need more of that. And I didn't realize how badly community mattered to me until I lost a close friend. So that's what I wanted to say about that, is that the Lord can do strange things.
But his comment is always person, because I would say I prayed about godly friends, but the godly friends did not start coming until I took my relationship with God serious.
Could.
I'm just saying, I'm being real.
From the bed. Yeah. Say that again. Say it again.
Because that's always been my prayer. And I know that's been our prayer for my mom as well. She's always wanted me to be around godly people. But that looks different when you're younger, right? And so...
Oh, you just go to church?
Yeah.
You a church girl.
No, you had to say the same thing. You get baked chicken or fried chicken.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
That was common.
Yes.
And so we base friendships off of commonality.
Yes.
And comfort versus reality.
That's good.
Yeah. So it looks different now.
Yeah.
Because like Pastor said, your appetite changes.
Yes.
And so, yeah, I realized that my godly friends was not going to come until I accept God's relationship more seriously. And so, for me being in the space to receive godly friends, because you can't be one godly friend and do an ungodly thing now. It don't match.
It don't match.
It don't add up. The math don't math. The math don't math. And it'd be so uncomfortable because you know you're not supposed to be there.
And you're the only one. You just watching everybody turn up and you I'm just going to drink my water. Alice, with lemon, please.
I am the BB.
Okay, because what's going on? Do we have to be doing that? Why are we talking about? Okay, that's what I don't want to indulge any longer. That's good. So criteria changes as you grow. Oh, that's so good. Because a lot of people talk about godly friendships, godly marriages, kingdom marriage. I want my kingdom husband, my kingdom spouse, my kingdom friends, whatever. But it's what are you doing to put yourself in the position and the predicament in order for God to even give you those things?
And that goes for even a godly woman. You get godly and still not have the capacity to deal with a godly man just yet because of what you've been through as well. And so just because you don't talk about it don't mean you heal from it. Okay, I'll see it to me. Speaking to myself, but like for real, I had to.
Some sort here.
Yeah, I had to. That's my reality, though. Like, I know God has better for me. I know God has a great man for me, and
Sure does.
and like, but it's also you still got to do the work on your part. Because when I give it to you, are you gonna fumble it?
Are you gonna fumble it? That's so good. God has been dealing with me a lot about that stewardship, not just of like money and finances, but relationships. So he has had to like check me literally multiple times in regards to even our friendship and like new friendships and stuff that I'm creating. Like, what are you doing? I put this person in your life for a reason. So what you're not gonna do is just act like they not there. What you're not gonna do is just not lean into the community that I'm giving you. So you need to make sure that you're calling them, checking in on them, like seeing if they're okay. That means praying for them. Yeah, like all that stuff that you wanted, I've provided for you. I gave it to you because I know you could do it. I know you could handle it. And I know that you needed it. So you need to make sure that you're stewarding the proper relationships in your life as well. So that's been a big thing for me this season too. Like, you got to be able to steward in order for him to even pour in more and to show that you can handle it. Like, yeah, like I'm not gonna fumble this blessing, Lord, because people are not expendable. You know, we view people as expendable a lot as humans, but as God, even for the unbeliever, like we are still his creation. He's like, we're still his children. Obviously us new believers, like those who are in Christ, we get the inheritance, but everyone is his creation, and he sees them as such. And the Lord be quick to tell me, he tapped me on my shoulder, hey, not too much. Like, that's my daughter, okay? Like, you better call her and everything. Like, she's thinking about you. You better pray for her. Like, you better, okay? It's really, yeah, that's so good. Godly friendship, yeah. Trauma. Not bringing your previous trauma into future and current relationships. So like back to trauma of mine. I'm a naturally avoidant person. You know this.
Okay.
And I can become very settled in like apathetic seasons. So like I'll just be like, no, I'm fine. I ain't fine.
And those who know, you know you're not. But you have to lean into that person enough to even realize it, though. Because I remember you were saying, got it. I'm gonna let you be great because we are public. But
I'm about to snatch you up when we get.
You ready to talk now? Like,
What's good?
What's up?
What's good?
Energy was off.
Yeah. You just didn't feel like yourself.
All right. I'm like,
and the Lord be like, yeah, Father, I told him, yeah, you're right. And that's exactly why he be like, hey, like lean into these people. You can't choose to withhold those things from people I've given to you. And you can't allow when you've been hurt in the past to put it on most people. Since we're talking about trauma, like, how does trauma influence our pivoting moments? Whew. And you my trauma expert. Listen, I would tell you this. I like nobody needs if you have a counselor friend, be forewarned because everything turns to a counselor setting. Every phone call, Shanquel be like, and how does that make you see?
let's dive into that. But wait, let's get deeper. Boy, trauma is tricky because trauma have you moonwalk, and you ain't never moonwalk a day in your life. Baby, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. Michael Jackson moonwalk to save my life, but baby, the way I be banging up, nah. But I also think for me, what I'm like is I let certain things and certain people get too close to my heart space, when they shouldn't have had access at all. But that comes with time, and that comes with growth, and a lot of things are also like passed down, generational, and some of it is not even curses. Some of it just cycles because you learned the behavior. Yeah.
Okay. Because I feel like our generation, we're always the ones that's like, we're the curse breakers. Like, it ran in my family until it ran into me. Like, we wanted to say that, Chuck, right?
But we just can't have to get ran over by it because I'm just like, you ain't being honest. Come on. Let's be honest. The only difference is theirs was out in the open and yours is in silence. Like,
just because you learn to tolerate it in a different way.
Yeah.
To mask it better, perhaps. Like, that don't mean that you...
It's not.
He ran the family till you're why? Don't worry, killing me. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
It's
oh my.
Because what does that look like though? When it ran into you, what did it do? Question that he asks, because if it ran into you and ran you over and put you back in that cycle, did it really change? Was it stop with you, or did it grow and procreate? Or did you just allow it to continue? I saw a video, and they was like, liking someone, and by liking something, like, can get you messed up. And it's true. Cause light turned into pregnancy. Light turned into Netflix and chill. Okay. Like all of those things. And so,
and that is good. That is good. So, generational cycles. What would you say? You said everything isn't a curse. Sometimes there's cycles.
Mm-hmm.
What's an example of something that we might think is a curse, but more like a cycle?
I would say being a teenage kid.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a lot of people think, like, okay, your mama did it.
Yeah.
Your auntie did it. What makes you different? Right? You gonna be the same thing. That's not a curse. That's a cycle. Because if that baby made the decision to do the total opposite,
my God.
or even like the glory of finishing high school,
Yeah.
and that just be. So nobody went to college. Nobody got that experience. Okay. All it takes is one.
That's good.
All it takes is one.
Oh my God.
That's not a curse. That's a decision. That's a mindset.
Just about to say that.
That's a decision and a mindset.
Everything is not a demon.
No.
Sometimes it's a decision.
Yeah.
That's so good. That's so good. You work with babies.
Mm-hmm.
We work with the littles. The children.
Mm-hmm.
Do you enjoy working with them in the capacity you do because you have the opportunity to like shape their behaviors in a way for like a better outcome?
I will tell you, working with the little outline, the littles are not the problem. And me working with kids really showed me where the true issue lies. It's not the kid. It's the adults. It's the adult. Because they only know what you show them, what you put into them, what you pour into them. They only know what you give. So while I can work with you 8 hours a day, when you go back to the environment that you came out of, it's still going to be the same thing. Because you're not able to keep that going and practicing that at home. Because of the type of environment that you're in survival mode at home. So yeah, working with the littles, pushing me to want to do counseling outside of school. Because I feel like marriage and family conference is needed. It's needed. And not saying that every family is going to be a 2-parent household and all of those things, but we can still break the statistics of, just because we're separated is wrong. Why? Who created that narrative?
Why can't it be amicable?
But are you going to feed into the narrative or you going to break it? That's a true credit marker.
Yeah.
Somebody who doesn't feed into the negativity, but try to be the change that they want to see. Because you can talk about it all day. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that.
Where's that? Are you sure?
You said that at 1990. It takes work, though.
Yeah.
And I think for those who say that they're a curse breaker and a cycle breaker and all of those things, like, they say it until they have to put in the work for it. Because you're not just putting in the work for yourself, you're putting in the work for the other people too. Yeah. And that's the people that's coming after you as well. Because now that you know, you doing double the work. Because you outlining the stuff that you shouldn't have learned in the first place. Now, you gotta prepare the others. That's coming after you. Literally. To make sure that they don't get tainted by the stuff that you had unlearned.
Literally.
So,
literally. That's so good. And I think that even ties back to, like, the courage to pivot, because some people don't have the resources to pivot in a healthy way. So it's like, okay, the marriage didn't work out. I got like 3 kids together. Like, that don't mean that y'all have to be enemies for the rest of your life, you know?
And then even with that, the relationships are different. The parent and child relationship is totally different from the husband and wife relationship. Yeah. Like, that's 2 different relationships. Quit projecting.
Using your kids as a weapon.
Yeah.
Your strange relationship.
Yeah. Stop.
Passing on more cycles. And then that can lead to curses, because now you're dealing with the spirit of bitterness and pride. And that can seep into your bloodline for real. I think that's it. Hello, Shanny. Hello, Shanny.
So what do you feel like is the most challenging?
With
being a cycle breaker.
I feel like at some point you look crazy to everybody that you are or at one point were closest to. So if you change the things in your family, you do things differently than everybody else. And so you can kind of feel like a black sheep in a situation and everybody looking at you like, why is she doing it that way? Why are they doing such and such like that? Like, you legit look like other, like, when compared to other people, compared to what you know. And I feel like that's really challenging for me, is because some people probably view me as, good word, Lord, maybe difficult, or that's a good word, Lord, uncompassionate, or unloving, or unkind, because I've chosen to not play into the narrative that has gone on for so long, because I've chosen to separate myself from the way things have always been, because I've chosen to do something different, because I don't like to be viewed as a quote-unquote bad person. I'm not gonna say image is everything to me, but you know, I'm a recovering people pleaser. So, like, when how people view me, like, matters, and that's still something I've had to, like, divorce in my mind. The Lord is still bringing me through. But even, like, looking, the possibility of the perception of me being like, I don't care about my family or my previous friends or whatever, because I'm choosing to move in a different way. Sometimes that does weigh on me a lot, because I never want to present myself as being that way, because I still love y'all, and, you know, like, with the love of Christ, obviously it is what it is. But when I know God has called me to something different, I have to, like, reinforce in my brain, hey, this is okay for you to do this. This is okay. God told you to do it. This is the healthy way of doing that. Everything they did is not healthy. Like, you're still having to divorce toxic ways and traits and habits and everything like that. So I literally, like you said, that unlearning and relearning, like, that's the part. So what I'm seeing, the disconnect that I see, I have to reinforce what God has told me and shown me, and be like, hey, I actually feel healthier now that I've done this. Life has actually gotten better for me. I feel more productive. I feel happier in different areas of my life. Like, things are going for me in a different way. And yes, it doesn't look like what I planned. But I know that it's better. It's better than what I had. So, yeah, that was a lot.
I think, but sometimes I think it's even taking a step back and looking at the people that who are making those certain comments. Because are you calling me out on being uncompassionate because you're uncompassionate? Because I'm just looking like, if we flip it, what is the reflection? Like,
It's a reflection. Are you thinking those things about me because internally you want to do what I'm doing? And you feel like you out of time?
or has somebody already told you that you're that person? And so you're trying to see who else is that person. Like, once again, projectors.
Which was walking projectors. And personally for me, I just want to project Christ. Like, that's legit just what I want to do. That's it. That is it. That is it. That was a good question. Please see, you are seeing it.
No, I'm just asking it because sometimes you do have to, cause you got to be mindful of seeking stuff. Only you.
You really do. You really do.
You do.
You really do.
And because sometimes it have you second guessing yourself.
Legit. And a lot of times people don't be saying nothing to me, but you know, yeah, the Spirit of God. Mm-hmm. We discerning things. Mm-hmm. So, be like, I know I'm not crazy. Like, I am not crazy at all. You can just sense how people feel. Mm-hmm. And even the way they act, behavior-wise, sometimes that just tells you everything that you need to know about a person or a situation. I'm just going to watch the way you move, and that's going to tell me where they stand. So, yeah, that's think that's like my fight with breaking those cycles and everything, and like not returning back to those cycles to assure. Oh God! Like I can
The situation in itself.
listen. I can talk about that for a while.
Yeah, the situation in itself, that's a constant fight. That's a constant fight.
And feeling guilty too about letting that stuff go. I mean, the Lord really be having to like be like, hey, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Surround myself with people who know what I'm called to do and who encourage me, like you, Antoine, other friends, our church family, whatever. Like focusing on what the Lord has for me right now. I'm like, this is good. This is good.
Because those who don't, they be saying all kind of stuff. Oh, you think you better than it?
Oh, did I say that? Did I ever?
What?
Did that ever?
How?
Because I don't.
I think I'm better.
At all.
But I know God got better for me. Like, I done it without him ghetto. Like,
I don't want to do it no more without him.
and
No.
ghetto without him.
It really was.
It wasn't working.
It wasn't.
That season was straight.
It wasn't. And what's hard is when you want to save those people, but they still haven't like seen it yet because they think that they're living good. Like they think that that's life. They think that this is it. They think they're living in Canaan, but they're really not. They're really not. Just getting by. And the fact that y'all think that is healthy grieves me again. So, yeah, that's really hard because you want to like take the people but you can't because they have to come to that realization on their own. I can't. I mean, you can say you're the Moses of your family, leading people out, absolutely. But at the end of the day, they're going to have to come to their own agreement in terms of like, this isn't healthy. We actually were slaves. Yeah, Moses, let's go. And like not complain the whole way to the promised land.
This conversation is not over yet. Make sure you stay tuned for the final part next week coming, my interview with Shanquel.